Hello, my starflowers, or whatever you guys want to be called. I don't know. Just put that in the bottom, and I will be checking it. Anyway, so today I'm going to talk about Darth Vader comic. Now I know lots of people talk about the shows, Clone Wars and Rebels, but I never really got too into it. So I'm going to talk about this. I haven't really seen people talk about this now. I don't know why, because this is a very awesome. We see some. It's Darth Vader. It's a Darth Vader comic. Now, I didn't actually buy this because who has the money for that? And so I'm reading it off www.readcomics.net. You can search Darth Vader and it'll come up there. Now, I have only read chapter 1 because I didn't want to read too much and then spoil it for you guys. So I'm just going to sort of give you guys an intro to it, and then you guys can check it out. So here we go. It's book 1, I guess issue 1. So it says, Vader. It is a period of insurgents. Rebel spaceships striking from a hidden base on the moon of Japan have won a shocking, surprising victory against the rightful reign of the Galactic Empire. Now remember, this is after the Death Star is destroyed on in the 4th movie. So the Empire's ultimate peacekeeping force, the Death Star, was destroyed due to an unforeseen design flaw. Without the deterrent, the rule of law is in danger. Chaos looms. For the 19 years after the vanquishing of the Jedi and his painful rebirth on volcanic Mustafar, Sith Lord Darth Vader has faithfully served his master, but now he has failed the Emperor and must pay the price. Now here, it begins with Darth Vader and Tatooine in Jabba's palace, which is awesome. You get to see them interact and they talk a lot. Basically, Jabba tries to fool Darth Vader and it doesn't go too well for him. They're going to do negotiations, and at one point, Jabba sort of senses his presence and he calls him a Jedi, which is very foolish of him, and Darth Vader kind of gets pissed off right after they start attacking him. Now, Jabba realizes that he's not going to win this after Darth Vader starts stroking him, so they start negotiations or whatever. Now, it says one day earlier, the Imperial Palace, Coruscant. So we see this conversation between the Emperor and Darth Vader. This scene is very interesting because I don't know what that looks like to you guys, but that looks a lot like Rogue One to me. Now I know Darth Vader doesn't have a hood, but who knows, maybe an earlier design, or maybe they just really screwed up. So yeah, maybe it's someone else. I heard maybe it might be Darth Vader's apprentice, so that's an interesting theory. Let's go on. So this is the first time that we really kind of get to see in between, really, the relationship between Darth Vader and the Emperor. Well, Vader, explain what has happened now. So they're talking about rebels that got through and threatened a commander to get information out on how to destroy. And they're talking back and forth, and they start torturing this man who gave the information to we see Luke, Han, and Leia. Now we really get to see sort of in depth their relationship. We see the Emperor says to him, "We kept the skeleton of the Republic for nearly 20 years while the Death Star was constructed. 20 years, my apprentice. All that planning is now a layer of dust orbiting around Yavin. In all these years, we have never skirted closer to disaster. Our greatest weapon is gone, our production in ashes. We're besieged. Now, we no longer have the Senate to hold order. We do not have the Death Star to force it. Thanks to you." So they talk a lot back and forth like that, and he tells him, "Oh, you are truly the chosen one, Vader. Choose to be the one responsible." So we see a lot of sass between them, and they're looking out, they're talking some more. La 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 la. Okay, so some guy comes and Darth Vader's like, "Are you trying to hide something from me? Who is this?" And he's like, "A Lord of the Sith asking a question and expecting to be meekly answered. You are a poor apprentice if you think so. Is there anything else to report? And Darth Vader thinks back to the fact that he killed Obi-Wan Kenobi and the fact that he sensed a large Force signature from Luke right before he destroyed the Death Star. We see a conversation between Luke, and he sees Luke's lightsaber, and he's like, I know this weapon. This once belonged to... And he's like, the boy. Obi-Wan gave him my saber. Now he's just thinking back to this. He's not telling the Emperor, which is interesting. So now we're back with the Emperor from Darth Vader's flashbacks. It's sort of Inceptionist. Inception, like where Darth Vader is having a flashback within a flashback. So now we're back on the first flashback where he's with the Emperor and he says, nothing to trouble yourself with, Master. And he leaves. He turns back, but he leaves. He talks with the commander on his ship, directing it to Tatooine, and it says, one day later, we're back to the day where he was with Jabba. And he talks with Boba Fett. And he asks him to get information about an X-Wing pilot that knew Obi-Wan Kenobi and left this planet aboard a smuggling vessel called the Millennium Falcon. So he's like, I know the ship, dead or alive. Alive. I need of him. So that's what we see so far. And it ends with the scene of Darth Vader again. And he has killed a village of Tusken Raiders. We don't know why though. Maybe he still has resentment for them because what they did to his mother. But yes, the last line is that I've been delayed on this planet long enough. He's talking about Tatooine. And all my present business is concluded. So now he's just waiting for Jabba to get information. Now you may read this. I skip forward to the next chapter because it's awesome. You guys should definitely check it out. And all credits go to Disney and Lucasfilm. Voila, served. Love me. If you guys liked this, video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I will be doing this on a regular basis, same way people talk about, what's it called? About the TV shows, Rebels. So if you want me to keep updating this, to talk about, we can maybe form like a sort of group chat thing where we talk exclusively about this. And right now it's on issue number 19 that just came out today, so you might want to check that out. And definitely don't skip over anything because everything is awesome. So thanks again, thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment below what you think of the videos, what you think I should do, what you want me to call you guys, and just any sort of, I guess, advice that you'd like to give me. Yeah. And there was something else I want to tell you guys. Oh, I will be uploading an awesome intro, but not yet. I want to make it awesome and perfect